Dear Santa, Merry Christmas, Santa. It's me, Tommy Bear Racing Vlogs. How were the IPAs that I left you? I hope you liked them more than another glass of milk. I know drinking the same thing all the time can be kinda hard to do. I'll leave you some double IPAs this year instead. Also, I couldn't help but think that if you tied your left front reindeer higher than the others, then maybe your sleigh might be a little bit faster? Why don't you give it a try? I've been a really good boy this year, and have thought long and hard about what I would like under my tree. I was able to come up with 3 really cool gift ideas. I know some won't be doable this year due to contracts already signed, so if that's the case, feel free to leave them next year instead. Here's my list. Well, that was a fun intro to make. Bear Racing Vlogs. How you doing, everybody? My name is Tom. Welcome to some off-season shenanigans. I'm here with a whiteboard ready to make a top 3 wish list I'm going to send to Santa Claus that me as a Northeast short track racing fan would really like to see. I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of comparisons to Chase Rodman's YouTube channel with the whiteboard, but I did try this already with the piece of paper. Didn't really look so good, so whiteboard time. So yeah, this list is really just going to be kind of like a wish list that I really hope the changes get implemented for 2025. If not, maybe 2026, if, you know, plans are already set in stone, like you will see already is. So I'm kind of hoping, I'm kind of shooting for 2026 here. Okay, so first up, number 1, the number 1 thing I want to see as a Northeast short track fan is the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Adopt a dirt schedule. Yep, so the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour is the premier modified series pretty much in the entire country. In my opinion, it is an official NASCAR series. It is the oldest division in NASCAR. But what's happened recently is that the tour only runs 15 to 16 races per year. So when I say a dirt schedule, I mean running a lot more races throughout the year. Something like a World of Outlaws, maybe, where they'll run one track Friday night, pack up, go to another track Saturday night. And doing this would also really allow for more tracks to be on the schedule. Just in the last 2 years alone, we've seen Wall Stadium, Lee, Star, Langley all get dropped off of the schedule in favor of just multiple races at Thompson, at Riverhead, Monadnock. So if they do expand the calendar, it leaves room for not only those tracks, but also tracks that just haven't been on the schedule in a while. Tracks like Stafford, White Mountain, Thunder Road, maybe go to Oxford and Maine, Chemung in New York. And we know that local drivers, teams here in the Northeast are able to do this. The Super DIRTcar Series on the dirt side of things, they plan on running 33 races in 2025, all over from New York, including the races in Florida, Charlotte, multiple in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure off the top of my head if they're going to Ohio again, but also Ontario, Quebec. We've proven that Northeast drivers and teams can have the budget to do this. Something else that this would help is that I've seen a lot of stories over the year that full-time teams are struggling to earn enough money to keep their operation going, not because of their performance on track, but if they're only running these 15, 16 races a year, you're not going to earn a lot of money compared to running double that. Even if you come in last place, you're still doubling your income. So that's something that doing a dirt schedule, I think, would help. All right, number 2, and I'm sure you could tell that this video is not scripted at all. I just have a bunch of bullet points up on my screen right there. But number 2, I would like to see the Empire Super Sprints sign a broadcast deal for the full season. My marker's already going away. This is great. So the Empire Super Sprints is a 360 sprint car series that runs here in the Northeast. They are the premier 360 sprint car series. I've put them on my channel before. Earlier this year, I follow them around Outlaw Speedway and Woodhull. But unless you can go to every race, you do not have the ability to watch highlights or even a live broadcast of every race. Dirt Track Digest do upload highlight videos on their channel, but only for races in the US. So when the series goes across the border to Ontario and Quebec, they do not bring a camera crew with them to record those highlights. So if you wanted to watch them live, you pretty much have to get lucky that they're at Land of Legends, who have a broadcast deal with Dirt Vision, or they go to Utica Rome, Fonda. Those 2 tracks have a broadcast deal with Flow. Or if they go to Ransomville, Albany, Saratoga, Lebanon, those tracks have deals with Dirt Track Digest. So as of right now, if you wanted to watch a live race from your house, you need to be lucky that the series is running at those tracks. So I would really like to see Dirt Track Digest or someone else even come in, give the ESS guys the spotlight they deserve, because they do put on really, really good racing. Okay, third and final thing I would like to have on my Christmas list kind of goes hand in hand with number 2. That is the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series. Also, I'll do this one in caps. A sign with a, oh no, stay with me marker. Broadcast partner. Number 4 is going to have to be a new marker. So the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series is a NASCAR Tour modified series that only stops at tracks in New England. They currently run 8 or 9 tracks through 9 to 10 races throughout the year. But also, just like the ESS, if you want to watch the series live from your home, you have to get lucky that the series is running at tracks who already have broadcasting partners. So as of right now, that is just Stafford, Thunder Mountain, and Seekonk with Flow Racing, and then Racing America does Thompson. So it is still about half the schedule, but you don't get any highlights with those or some of the other big races that the series have. Actually, the series YouTube channel only has 1 video on it, so you really don't get much. But the video I did last year when I went to the New London Waterford race was the only video outside of drivers' YouTube channels and Sid's View, which is the track's YouTube channel, that you could get any highlights of for what happened at that race. And this is a big championship too. A lot of guys in New England treat this even bigger than the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour, to be honest. During the Icebreaker weekend, there were more cars showed up for the Tri-Track Series race than the NASCAR Modified Tour race, even though it's at the same track for the next day. But yeah, it's just another series that deserves to have a bigger spotlight than what it currently has. And that's it. That's my my 3 wishes I want Santa Claus to leave under my tree. This has been a fun idea of a video. I'm sure it's a little bit on the shorter end, but it's just something to fill in the off-season content. Thank you guys so much for making this another fun, amazing, memorable year on the road. I've met 3 times as many people as I did the first year at the tracks. So many people came up to me and said hi. But yeah, that's all I got. So be sure to leave cookies and milk out for Santa Claus, guys. As always, once 2025 comes around, support your local, because if you do support your local in 2025, you will be guaranteed to be placed on the nice list come Christmas time again. So as always, support your local. All right.